Hello and welcome to all. I'm just going to check my volume. So give me a second. I hope I'm loud and clear. Am I? Am I loud and clear, guys? I hope I'm loud and clear. Okay, I am loud and clear. Okay, so today we will be going into it another edition of the brilliant match between Louis Charles Mahe de la Bourdonnais versus Alexander McDonald. One more time, I'm going to be saying Louis Charles Mahe de la Bourdonnais is an French aristocrat and one of the brilliant players. And he was not one of the brilliant players. He was the brilliant player at that point of time. And we had Alexander McDonald, an Irish businessman who was very wealthy, very contrast to what Bourdonnais was at that point of time. Guess what? McDonald was a chess enthusiast and he was the second strongest player. And so they went on to play a couple of matches. Hello home, I'm seeing you after a very long time. I guess Friday you're free. I'm happy that you're also part of this series today. So as I was telling you, so they have already played a couple of series, and as we had seen in the first series, Le Bourdonnais won. Second was won by McDonald. Third was won by Le Bourdonnais again, and the fourth was also won by Bourdonnais. But we saw until the 16th game, guys. If you remember, I had told that McDonald had won 4, 8 and 12, and the 16th game was won by Bourdonnais, and we saw the similarities and the problems between the game 8 and game 16. In game 8, white won because of king h1, and in game 16 white lost because of king h1. And we saw the contrasting irony of these two games, and wonderful games. And I mean, like, what Bourdonnais played in that game was truly amazing, guys. Truly amazing. He was able to push all his pawns, like the pawns on e7, f7, e7, and d7 was in e2, f2, and d2. So that's amazing. Hello, Aryan. Thank you so much for joining back again. So as I was telling you, I mean, like, these people, these legends have played some fantastic games. I was actually supposed to go into the fifth match, but when I saw the fourth match, 17th and 18th games, my heart just didn't allow me to go ahead without showing these two games to you guys. So we are gonna be seeing the 17th round of the fourth match. Absolutely not a problem, Aryan. Absolutely not a problem. Better late than never. So this is a game between Louis Charles Mahe de la Bourdonnais and Alexander McDonald. This was played in the year 1834 in London, match number 4, game number 17. Here it goes. E4, E5, NF3, N6, bishop C4, bishop C5, B4. Once again, Ivan's gambit. Yes, absolutely, Aryan. Thank you so much. So, bishop into b4, c3, bishop a5, castles d6, d4, ed4, cd4, bishop b6. Okay, we are not going to go into the opening intricacies of these variations because a lot of improvements have come in. Of course, all these improvements are thanks to Pentium 4, 5, 6, 7, whatnot. We're not even going to go into that. But these people, guys, they thought from their brain and from their heart, and so these games are much more special. So d5, they didn't take the assistance of a computer to tell them what to play. They took the assistance of people. Thank you, Aryan. That's very nice of you. So knight a5, and here you can see after knight a5, bishop d3. And here I think white is already probably very nice. Aryan, probably a bit overboard. Thank you very much. In any case, that's very sweet of you. So knight f6, knight c3, castles h3. And here you can see already white is clearly better, guys. White has a fantastic development for one single pawn. He has given the, white has gotten all the initiative in the world. The bishops are like too good here, guys, too good. I mean, like, what will I say? What will I say? And this knight is not going to see the light of the day any soon. So after h3, bishop d7, bishop g5. Black is still unassuming. McDonald Alexander didn't realize what a killer moves, what kind of killer moves are going to be coming ahead. He plays a very unassuming h6. After bishop h4, g5. So g5, guys. I mean, like, what do I say? What do I say? g5 is being played. What do I say? What can be played? Any suggestion on what can be played, guys? Oh, yes, 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 yes. It's, Diwali was just over. So Diwali, the Dhamakedar movies. Diwali, Dhamakedar moves. I've given enough clues, guys. I can't give any more. In case you're watching it later, take a pause here and then look at the moves, and I'm sure you'll be able to guess it very easily. As of now, I'm going to be showing it. Knight into g5 it is. Yes, yes, yes. Knight into g5, h into g5, bishop into g5. And after bishop into g5, you can see very clearly as to how this position is getting better for whom? Yes, for white, guys. White is just gotten absolutely better, guys. So here what do we play? Bishop d4. And after bishop d4, I mean, I really wanted to show this game because of this one move, guys. Knight e2 was played here. He is ready to go ahead with giving up the exchange as well, and in this case it will be a full rook, guys. Like, amazing. Amazing is the only word that I'm going to use. So bishop into a1, queen into a1, and you can already see that, oh my god, this position is killing for white. White is just a couple of moves from completely grabbing the point, guys, and it is hardly move number 18. King g7 and f4. Yes, go for it, guys, go for it. After this, there is no stopping. White's pieces, pawns, everything, whatever we have, bus, it just goes ahead and cracks open opponent's position. So queen e7, and here again queen c3, attacking the knight. That's what also we will be thinking. But b6, rook f3, and here the funny part was black played knight c4 with the idea that, okay, maybe if bishop into c4, then probably try to take queen into pawn or something if it's possible. Yes, but then no. That is not Bordenai's idea, guys. He goes for the killer move, bishop into f6 check. Queen into f6 is forced, and bam, in the middle of the board, in the middle of the game, suddenly on move number 23, rook f3 and rook g3, two cool moves, and white wraps up the game. Very cool and amazing, guys. That's what I am going to be saying for this game. Amazing way, see the beauty with which he has played. Le Bourdonnais has already won the match. He was already leading by about 3 points. He was at I think 8.5 to 5.5 by this time already. After winning, he was 9.5, and now he got this point as well. And he, after that 16th game, beautiful of a game, wonderful French visiting card. That's what Kasparov said for Le Bourdonnois match 16 game when the pawns were on f2, e2, d2. He said that was a Frenchman's visiting card. I guess I got disconnected. I guess I got disconnected, guys. Am I live? It says my OBS got disconnected. Looks like I'm not disconnected. I am not disconnected. Hi, Krit. That's very nice. In fact, I was remembering you yesterday. I was thinking, where is this boy? He's not come here for quite some time. Hi, Krit. I am not disconnected. I can see myself talking. I am not disconnected. Yes. So after rook g3, you can see that the game has ended in white's favor. Absolutely not a problem, Krit. You are here and I'm happy about it. Okay, so as you can see, this position is already completely lost, right? Okay, so now we are going to be going ahead with the next game of the day. That is going to be the 18th game, guys. And yes, in this game, Alexander McDonald was white and Louis Charles Mahe de la Bourdonnais was playing black in this game. And this is the 18th game of the London 4th match, guys. And this was the last game of the London 4th match. And what happens is some brilliancies, you know. I would like to put black. I would like to flip the board so that the black is on our side, because Le Bourdonnais has played some fantastic moves here. Absolutely no problem, Krit. I will be happy to have you here tomorrow. I will be coming live tomorrow as well, because I want to go for the 5th match tomorrow and I want to complete Le Bourdonnais series probably by this weekend. So I'll be very happy if you can join me tomorrow. Okay, no problem, Krit. Take care and have a nice time. Bye bye. Have a wonderful weekend. So now let us enjoy this, guys. Krit will be, I think, enjoying it later. So in this game, you can see McDonald is white and he plays e4, and Le Bourdonnais, known for his very attacking play, plays c5, knight f3, knight c6. No problem, Krit. So bishop c4, e6. Bishop c4 is not the most popular variation, but you know what, guys, yesterday also I saw this variation being played by Aronian and he won the game, I think, if I remember correctly. Hi Aryan, hi. Thank you so much, Krit. I will have a nice time. I am, after all, with the legends. So what more do I need, Krit? I am having a fantastic time. Thank you so much. Okay, so bishop c4, e6 was played. Knight c3, knight f6. Black goes for the typical d5 break here. And so white plays e5. And black is no less, guys. So he plays d5. E into f6. I think here probably he could have gone ahead with e into d6 en passant and bishop into d6. And this position is still probably much, much playable. Thank you, Aryan. Yes, I tried to do a bit of a change because I remember in the last class, Mr. Shivakumar had suggested that the names are not visible. So I just did a bit of a research and did that. Thank you so much. Thanks for noticing it. So, but here, of course, d5, e f6 was played. D into c4, f into g7, bishop into g7. And you can see that already black is quite ahead in development. Yes, Mr. Shivakumar, I took your suggestion. Thank you so much for suggesting. Keep giving such good suggestions, all you lovely people, because the more and more suggestions you give, the more and more better I become. So thank you so much. So knight e4, queen d5, and here you can see already, guys, black is having two advantages. One, it's development advantage. Two, double bishop advantage. Yes, you will be seeing the power of the double bishops here, guys. So knight g3 was played, h5, and I mean, like, this is a very, very serious threat. In fact, I fail to understand the idea of knight e4 and knight g3 here, guys, because it was very strange that he played this, you know. So h4 was played and e5, opening up this bishop monster of a bishop, guys. And when white has no count, I mean, like, counter for this bishop, it is gonna get really difficult. And after this h4 move, this square has become, you know, kind of a big target, guys. Yes, yes. You're welcome, Mr. Shivakumar. So castles, bishop g4. What more do you need, guys? Queen e2 and f5. And here you can see that white is completely worse and black is, you will see how beautifully he has played this game, guys. He has a complete advantage in this position, but he goes for a fantastic endgame procedure here. Queen e3, bishop f3, queen f3, g f3. And you will see that these pawns, very sad state of affairs, guys. After knight d4, king g2, knight into c2, and white has the fantastic pawn islands, guys. The more the pawn islands, the worse the position is. The lesser the pawn islands, if you have one pawn island, like for example, a to h, that is the best. If you can, or a to b or a to g is one pawn structure, is absolutely not a problem. The lesser pawn islands, the better, guys. So always remember here, white has 1 on h4, 2 on the f file, 1 on d file, and 2 on a and b file. So that's 4 pawn islands. And for black, there are 3 pawn islands. So black is probably slightly better on the pawn islands forte, guys. So rook b1 and knight d4, b3, cb3, ab3, and here you can see already black is a couple of pawns up and the position is clearly better, guys. Long castle, black has made, I really like this move, long castle, because he has made a very cool, calm effort at doing this castling, and he did it at the perfect time when it was absolutely needed, guys. So d3, bishop f6. After bishop f6, you can see that this pawn is under attack. f4, rook at g8. The idea is very simple, guys. He just wants to go ahead with the attack on the king side. King h3, ef4, bishop f4, rook g6. Trying to probably double up on the king side. Yes, now the idea is very simple. If knight into h5, I can take bishop into h5, h4, king into h4, knight f3 check, king here, and rook h8. And how do you stop this mate, guys? Yeah, you can stop by playing this. Then I take this check, you go here, I give this check. And then f4 is a very strong threat. Yes, you really need to avoid many pawn islands, Shivakumar. You have to have as less pawn islands as is possible, sir. That is the most important thing to remember, especially when you're nearing the end game. So that is what spoiling of the pawn structure is on a higher level. In the higher level, getting an isolated pawn or a double to pawn is slightly not so easy, but then making of more pawn islands kind of gives you more chances. Yes, so bishop g5 was played, bishop into g5, h into g5, knight e6. I mean, like, here Le Bourdonnais is not at all worried about any pawn or piece. He wants to go ahead only with targeting this king, guys. And knight into f5, rook into d3 check, knight g3, rook into g5. I mean, like, okay, in the process he is getting a couple of pawns as well. Pawn islands can save a couple of games, Mr. Shivakumar. There is absolutely no doubt about it. See, but when we are seeing a position or when we are analyzing a game, like for example when the position is really equal and when both the players are really strong and the position is really equal, these are some of the points, you know, these are kind of the brownie points which kind of stays in your mind and you can actually start scoring. The reason why the more pawn islands is difficult to handle is when you have more pawn islands, it's like you have to defend that many things to do, you know, like for example if it is just one pawn island, like for example from A to F. Okay, so it's just one pawn island. You don't have to worry about an open file here, there, or something like that. There are going to be two open files on G and H, and you don't have to worry about the pawn structure. But then if there are four pawn islands, like for example in this game as well, if you had seen, the pawns started falling one by one because it is really difficult to defend all the pawns, you know, at the same time. So that is the reason why it is very essential to limit your pawn islands to as less as is possible. Like for example here in this game, black had 3 pawn islands. Let's see, in this position black had 3 pawn islands, and here you can see that, you know, in this position you can see that black has lost 1 pawn island in that is the E and F pawn. Had it been together with either C pawn, had it been A to E or had it been H to F, the story would have been slightly different, you know. So that's what I was trying to say. The more pawn islands, it's like more like, you know, you have to defend more. And if it is 4 pawn islands, there is definitely a possibility for one pawn to be either double to pawn or pawn to be isolated. This is a foregone conclusion because there are only 8 ranks, and if you're having 4 pawn islands, so definitely you're having at least a minimum of 2 isolated pawns, guys. So that's why the lesser the pawn islands is always a better thing to have. So B4, rook d4. It's like, you know, having like for example if you have one big house, it's very nice, you know, but instead if you have too many small rooms, you know, it really doesn't help. So it's something very similar to that, not in the literal sense, but approximately, to say, you know, to make you understand. Yeah, so here B into C5, rook could actually, I don't understand the idea of rook into C5 here. He could have actually played rook G4 and gone ahead with knight F4 check, because I think that would have made it very easily. But I think he was actually trying to tease his opponent because this is the last game and it really didn't matter. So rook into C5, rook F C1, rook into C1, rook into C1, king D7, and black has 2 passed pawns on the queen side, guys. King G2, and he decides to give up because he couldn't take the torture anymore, guys. This was the last game of the 4th match in London, and on the 18th match, Louis Charles Mahedela Bourdonnais won with 11.5 to 5.5 and won the 4th match as well. And he's already won 3-1, and we will be seeing match number 5 tomorrow, guys. Match number 5. Again, a very interesting stuff to see. I wanted to go for match number 5 today, but I didn't want you all to miss out on these 2 beautiful games, because in this game the pawn islands point is really important, and in the previous game development is very essential, guys. In fact, in this game also, in the opening, there were a lot of development issues for white, but nevertheless, 1 more point got added to it, with that is the pawn islands. So that's about it, guys, from me. And I didn't say my name today at all, right? Yeah, I remembered just now. So this is your Vijay Lakshmi Subbaraman signing off. I am the first woman grandmaster of our country and an Arjuna awardee, and we are talking about the great games of our great chess legends. So this is a part 9, guys. So tomorrow I will be seeing you all on part 10 at 9 p.m. same time, same channel. So all of you do like, share and subscribe, because this is a series that I'm not sure if any other player has ever done, because I checked out in YouTube and not many have gone ahead with these series of these matches, because they are really old and they are all gems, guys. I would love to go one by one game, but paucity of times, I'm actually picking out the, you know, the very special gems of them and giving it to you all, guys. So thank you so much, and it's been wonderful having this time with you. So we will see tomorrow. We will all meet tomorrow at 9 p.m. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful, you've been all wonderful. Thank you so much once again. I'll see you all tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Good night. Jai Hind.